Newnes Campground is one of the most beautiful spots in the Blue Mountains, but in 2022 a massive landslide closed the only road in, and since then it's become a bit of a mecca for bikepackers as it's now only accessible by bike or foot. With funding recently approved to repair the road, I wanted to check it out for myself before it opens back up to the broader public. So we caught the train from Central to Zig Zag with one simple plan: ride Old Bells of Line Road to Donkey Mountain, then spend the night at this incredible campground. It was a simple plan, but things fell apart fast. My route started at the wrong station, and what looked straightforward on the map to make up for it turned into dead ends, brutal hiker bikes, locked gates, and eventually no way forward. Would we even make it to our destination? Welcome to Zig Zag to Newnes. Thank you, see you.
You're welcome, see ya.
Okay, so we are at Zig Zag station in the Blue Mountains. I'm here with my mate Will. Will taught me that... What did Will teach me? Will taught me that you don't need a fancy bike to go bikepacking. We did a trip in 2018 on fixed gear bikes with just a couple bags strapped on and had a great time. I'll show you a clip here of Will absolutely tearing it to shreds. The plan today is to ride to Newnes Campground via the glowworm tunnels, but the actual goal of today is to get to Donkey Mountain. Not sure if we'll actually get there or not. It is 10:30 in the morning, so it's a bit of a sprint there, about 60 k's or so.
Sun's down at 5.
Yep, we'll be racing the sun again. It is freezing this morning. We walked onto the station and nearly slipped off because the ground is covered in ice. Yeah, it's like a pleasant 5 degrees and a minus 5 degrees tonight, so looking forward to that. Not really. Okay, without further ado, let's go. Check out how big this platform is. This is the platform. There's nothing more to it than that. So that's how you stop a train at Zig Zag station. Alright, so riding out of Zig Zag station. Getting off the station, I noticed my starting point was completely different to where I was. I had planned my route around Zig Zag Railway, which turns out to be totally different to Zig Zag. And from where we got off, there was no easy way to get there. A quick look at the map showed there was a possible connection to Old Bells of Line Road, and so I decided to follow my nose. Navigating on the fly, the route we chose was super pleasant with creek crossings, nice fire trails, and we were both excited just to be out in nature again. There's always a fresh energy at the start of a trip, but with the stretch goal of getting to Donkey Mountain, we reached our first obstacle pretty early on the trip. This is not part of the plan. We hit a bit of a dead end, and looking at the map I realised I missed a turn somewhere and we reached a dam with no accessible track after it. So I think we need to walk up through that single track, and then there's a road just behind this hill, yeah. The map did show a potential hiking trail forward, but after bush bashing with our bikes, we ultimately reached a dead end which required some sketchy scrambling over an old water supply pipeline. This is sketchy as fuck. Oh my goodness. Yeah, wait till you get to this part, Will.
Oh wow.
Oh my god.
Oh wow, there's like a...
Oh my. Oh my. Yeah, there's no way. Nah. Nah.
Really?
Yeah. From here we considered two options. 1, try and bush bash our way through, or 2, go back the way we came and try the other route. We decided to go with option 2, but was it the right choice?
Maintain 20 k's an hour at this.
No. Oh, that's what adventure's all about. Have to somehow U-turn my bike. Back down we go. So we decided that we've definitely gone the wrong way, and I missed the turn a bit earlier, and we're taking the safe route. So we're going up that. What a beast. Holy shit. What followed can only be described as one of the most hellish hiker bikes I'd ever done. I was too busy not dying from cardiac arrest to record proper footage of this section, but it was steep, rocky, and incredibly unpleasant. Looking at the map, I was certain this was the only way, so we persevered. Right, made it to the top. Hopefully it's all downhill from here. Those famous last words. But before long, we hit our next roadblock. A locked gate and clear signs stating private property, no trespassing. Dumbstruck, I looked at my map again. Without accessing this road, there was literally no way to reach Old Bells of Line Road without going all the way back to Lithgow. Oh crap. Will went out to scope a different route, and then I noticed a four-wheel drive in the distance making a beeline towards us. Turns out, they were the owners of the property.
So I reckon you've got a good way to go. The only thing I can do for you, but I would only offer it once, I'll let you go through to the other side, which is another gate, and then you go, alright, and that brings you to Old Bells on the road.
That was probably the best outcome that could have come out of that. Fuck, we would have been so fucked. That's like, alright, we're going home. Yeah. Alright, so I think we got really lucky there. We came across a dead end, private property. I don't know how I messed up the route planning this bad, but anyway, hit a dead end, private property, and we're like, oh shit. Contemplated jumping the fence, but there were so many signs. And then we saw a car coming the other way from the private property side, and so I just waited, or we waited. Got talking with the guy, just told him where we're trying to go. He said, nah, you've gone the wrong way. You're gonna have to ride to Lithgow. And we were like, oh bugger, that sucks. Might have to go home. And he was kind enough to open the gate and let us through, thankfully. But what else? Would not recommend this route. They mentioned they had guns, etc., and having problems with trespassing, so I think we just got lucky this time. The perils of route planning, hey? Alright, so it's coming up to 12 o'clock and we've only done 8 Ks, about 50 more Ks to go. I think Donkey Mountain may be out of the question, but we'll see. Maybe we can do it tomorrow, who knows? So we'll enjoy this route while we can and make our way to Newnes Campground and maybe see the glowworm tunnels, we'll see. Alright, let's go. Once we finally connected with Old Bells of Line Road, we'd essentially burned 2.5 hours just getting to the start line. Donkey Mountain was no longer on the table, but that's the joy of bikepacking, you just adjust to the situation. With Donkey Mountain no longer an option, we shifted the plan. The new goal? Just enjoy the ride and make our way to Newnes Campground by the end of the day. And honestly, once we got moving again, the day turned itself around. The road was quiet, the sun was shining, and despite it being school holidays, we barely saw another soul out there. That's the thing with these trips. Even when the original plan falls apart, there's still a lot to enjoy just by being out there. Along the way, we found this turnoff called Crag Road. I'd heard about it, but I didn't know much about this stretch going in, and it turned out to be a total highlight of the day. The road wound its way to the edge of the escarpment, opening up to some absolute stunning views over the valley below. And off in the distance, Donkey Mountain. Whilst we didn't make it there, but from here it was just as good to sit back and take it in. Sometimes seeing something from afar in the right light is purely enough. Check this out. What is this? So we're at Secret Crag. I don't know. It's called Secret Crag Road. It's the end of Secret Crag Road, so I'm assuming this is Secret Crag. Beautiful spot to stop for a snack. Just check out these views. Quite lovely. And our plan, time permitting, is to make it to Donkey Mountain, which is that little lump right at the end of this valley. What's the time now, Will? It's 2:20. How far have we gone? 40 Ks. So it's about 10 to 20 Ks away, I'm not sure. So we might get there, what, 4 o'clock? So we'll have an hour to sprint up before sunset.
Yeah.
And then we walk back in the dark. And then we might get in trouble. That's what this is all about. Or we might not even go up, but we'll try. Alright, let's do this. When Will finds a hole, he finds a way.
I don't think that's just a bit of black rock in the back end.
Alright, just wave at all the cars and smile. I gotta wave back, that's the way to go. Some beautiful acacias just flowering on the side of the road. Pretty much, they're so pretty. Bright yellow, everywhere you can look. I love this champagne gravel stuff. A few corrugations here and there, but otherwise it's pretty beautiful. And not much in the way of traffic at all, to be honest. Especially for a school holiday. Pretty stoked and really glad we made the decision to go. So we're coming up on the turn off to Old Coach Road here. So Old Coach Road is right, Glow 1 Tunnels is left. Look at the acacias! It's so nice! I like, just green and gold. Beautiful! Also, one quick thing. If you've made it this far, I hope you're enjoying the video. Feel free to hit subscribe, but no hard sell. I trust the algorithm might lead you back here anyway. Straight, hey? Hey, good.
Another beautiful road.
So nice.
Right. Yeah.
The acacias on both sides, like, yeah.
I've been riding for 4 days.
No, nice.
Well, night off last night, but
Yeah.
that's probably the best road I've been on.
So good, yeah. Oh, so good. So good. Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah. Ew. Whoa. What is this? It's so good. Look at the formations of the rock. What? Sorry, I'm getting too excited. So, look at that! So good. Ow! Something about this place is super magical. Like, the smell of the air, it smells, I don't know what it smells like. It smells like nature. It's so hard to describe. Smell the air. It smells like nature.
Yeah, sorry about that.
I don't know. It smells beautiful.
That's cool.
Dude, what is this?
I think it's a rock.
Yep, thanks. Sometimes you gotta look upwards. Take in the magic.
Pretty cool.
Oh, what a day. Look at this,
Good firewood.
this fine citizen. Should we take it with us?
We were close enough to the car.
Oh!
Oh, that was the campground.
I think so. Yeah, so it's getting to 3 o'clock, 3:15. By the time we get to Donkey Mountain, probably about 3:30, which gives us an hour and a half of light. It's just not enough time to give it justice, so we're gonna head to the campground, set up, drop our bags, and maybe go for a little explore. I'm like so content right now. This ride down Old Coach Road has just been so magical. Jesus, Will. Swim, Browie, swim.
Not comfortable.
Eventually we reached the turnoff to Walgan Road. It's a weird feeling being somewhere where cars can't access. There was a landslip recently, meaning that Walgan Road and Newnes Campground is off limits to any cars except for those with private properties here. Road was quiet, there were kangaroos lining the road, and eventually we pulled into Newnes with enough daylight to stop by the famous pub with no beer. Not for a drink, but for firewood. The forecast for tonight said -5 overnight, and neither of us were keen on freezing in our tents without at least a bit of warmth beforehand. I might get one more and be selfish.
One of that.
Oh, this is going to be so good. I am so stoked. This is one way to bring firewood.
Oh, Merry Christmas.
We set up camp in one of the most picturesque spots you could ask for. Alrighty, so we've made it to Newnes Campground. It is just approaching sunset and we've got a fire going. There are some kangaroos over there. What are you thinking, Will?
I'm thinking you look pretty silly. And I think you're in trouble because, as you said, it's not quite sundown and it's probably still like high single-digit degrees and it's going to get to -5 overnight.
Yep, I have every single layer I have on, including my sleeping bag liner as a bit of a skirt. But I'm toasty now, and you know the fire's going. I think we'll be fine.
That's it.
Yeah.
I think we'll be fine. A cup of tea.
Highlight for today.
Yeah. Getting through that guy's property. I think when he's like, you guys can come through here. That was really like, this is actually gonna happen.
He was really playing it up too. He was like, nah, you gotta go to Lithgow. Like, yeah.
I don't think he was gonna let us through for most of
Yeah.
the time until something in his track.
I think he just realised we were just normal people. We were like up there in mischief.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was your highlight?
The secret crag spot. I was so glad we did that little detour.
Yeah. You'll have to censor that out if you upload this, so it stays a secret.
So lights.
It was really the very beginning when it felt like I can't even get away from the train station.
Yeah.
Is we actually going to make it to the campground?
Yeah, that was bad navigation on my part.
Oh,
But like,
I've had
yeah.
that so many times where
Yeah.
you get those private roads and
Yeah. Oh, I mean that climb up the bloody rock face. It's hectic.
Yeah, losing that race was tough.
I forgot about the race very quickly. It was just like survival from that point. Alright, we gotta fix this fire. That's atrocious, Will. I don't think there's anything better than sitting by a fire and enjoying a bag of beers. And sharing it with the fattest magpie known to man. Alright team, it's really cold. I think it's supposed to be -5. I wouldn't be surprised if it gets colder tonight. I have every single layer on, so wish me luck. Thanks for watching today. I will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow, we wake up to ice on everything. We drag ourselves out of the tent after one of the coldest nights I've ever camped through. The goal? To reach Glowworm Tunnels, a place that feels like stepping into another world. We encounter problems, a few surprises, and a climb I didn't expect to be rideable.